Hello, Leaf, Sebastian, and Inu. This is Mr. Tan, and I am going to be recording this for you. Uh, when I say pause, you have to pause the video and do what I say. Okay? So let's read the first sentence only. 2 ways the Amish avoid sinning is by following Hokmat. Pause, and I want you to listen, explain what you think the sentence means with each other. Pause now. Okay, I think you just paused. So after writing that, I want you to, after saying what you think the sentence means, write it here. Pause now. Okay, let's read the next sentence. Hokmat is not bragging about yourself or thinking that you are better than other people. That is this sentence. This picture will help you. This picture is what it means. I want you to pause and talk to the people in your group and explain what you think the meaning of the sentence is and write it here. Pause now. Okay. So now that you have 2 sentences, I would do this. First, say what this sentence is trying to do. I would go and write a comment on the side, and I might say this 2 ways to avoid sinning is by, okay, giving 2 ways to not sin. Okay, that's what this sentence is doing. Hopeless is not bragging about yourself or thinking that you are better. So this is one way not to sin. So I'm going to write a comment and write the words one way to not sin. Okay, so let's pause and you do that. Make sure that you have written down what the sentence is doing and what this sentence is trying to do. Pause now. Now the next thing is, for example, if an Amish student got the highest score in math, this person is not allowed to talk about how good she is because it makes other people feel bad about themselves. Okay, I want you to talk to each other to find out what this sentence means. Then I want you to write out what the sentence means right here. Go ahead, pause. Now that you did that, what does this sentence mean? What is the sentence trying to do? For me, it's trying to give an example of hokmat. Why don't you write that down too? Pause. All right, let's read the next sentence. The second way to avoid sinning is by following Gelassenheit, which means calmness and stillness. All right, so I want you to reread the sentence, talk to each other, figure out what it means, and then write it here. Pause now. For me, this sentence, this sentence is doing is that it's giving a second way not to sin. So it's just describing. An example of Galanches in the lives of Amish is not using modern technology. I want you to stop and talk to each other, figure out what the sentence means, write it here. Pause. For me, this sentence is, it is giving me an example. So, an example of Gelassenheit. Why don't you do that too? Pause. Okay, next sentence. They do not have cell phones, drive cars, or use electricity. I want you to talk to each other, write the sentence down, pause now. This sentence, the job of this sentence is to explain what type of technology the Amish do not use. Write that down. Next sentence. Amish people believe that God can provide for all their needs from farming and raising animals. So I want you to read that sentence again and then write what you think it means. Talk to your people in your group. They can help you out. Pause now. Okay, so this sentence, what is this sentence doing? This sentence is trying to explain why the Amish do not need electricity. Oh, modern technology. Okay, that's what this sentence is doing. See, every sentence has a job. We're just trying to figure out what the job is doing. Why don't you write that down here? Pause. Last sentence, Amish people believe that technology is not needed to make them happy. Why don't you read again that sentence and tell each other what you think it means? Write it here. Pause. Okay. Next, Amish people believe that technology is not needed to make them happy. So this is explaining why. Explaining why the Amish do not use technology. Okay? Why don't you write that down? Now your job is to write this kind of paragraph for your Buddhism essay. I would start with describing something about Buddhism. Maybe describing his teaching. That's one of your things you have to do. Maybe your body paragraph is this. Sorry, just one second. Then your next paragraph should be something like this. Describe what the Buddha taught his followers. Describe one thing in detail. Describe one thing in detail, just like this paragraph did.